Hello everybody, this is James with OutLaw Frags. We're here again to do another review. This time we're going to cover 3 fragrances from one house. This house hasn't gotten a whole lot of attention, so stay tuned, and when we come back, we'll get right into it. So the house we're going to talk about today is actually kind of a strange little one, but it's the House of Old Navy. I can't remember if it was last year. I think it was last year, or maybe the year before. This little one right here got a ton of attention, and this is Sea Salt and this is Sea Salt and Fig. This is actually my first introduction to the house. I think like everybody else, this was a gift. This is for my buddy Mark. Man, dude, thanks for sending me this. It's a great one. I've really enjoyed it. I will say, for the $12 price tag that is associated with this little guy, it's worth every penny and more, because this doesn't smell cheap. It doesn't smell like a synthetic mess. It doesn't give me a huge burst of alcohol like most really cheap frags do as soon as you apply it. This has been a absolutely impressive introduction for such a super cheap fragrance. Like I said, just because it's cheap doesn't mean it smells cheap. This actually does really well. This is an incredible little spring and summertime fragrance. It has been addressed by people from everybody from looking good and smelling good to anybody and everybody in between. I think even Jensen's did something on this. But I went to Old Navy the other day to see if maybe they had anything else that might pique my interest, and I am a really big gourmand fan. I really enjoy a really dark, sweet, inviting, warm, just something that makes me feel like I'd want to cuddle up with me. I dig those kind of scents. You know, it kind of is a little bit of a contradiction compared to, I guess, the way that I look up here, but I really enjoy those kind of scents. And these are limited editions. This one here is Whipped Caramel and Hazelnut, and this is a 50 ml bottle. The price on this was $15, so I was absolutely amazed. The smell of this is, to me, almost narcotic. Every time I open it up and I sniff it, it's all I want to do is I want to keep sniffing it. It really has a lot of resemblance to Terry Mugler's Amen, and I have Pure Tonka. It really kind of sits between those two. I mean, and you can really, the hazelnut is really prominent in this. This is just, in my opinion, $15, and if you like gourmands, this is a no-brainer. Absolutely a no-brainer. It smells wonderful. I can say that it pushes off of my skin. I've worn this a couple times now. In the very beginning, you know, at its peak, at least 6 feet. That's I don't need to project any more than that. You know, the only thing I've got that really fills a room more than that is my Terry Mugler's Amen and Tonka, Pure Tonka, because those guys can fill a room. The sillage off of this, when I walk past, is wonderful. I've had more people kind of do the devil take once I've passed by and I've caught them with this little $15 frag. It's been amazing. Longevity, I get anywhere from 6 to 8 hours. So my opinion on this Whipped Caramel and Hazelnut is, you know, for $15. If you don't like it, I'm sure there's somebody that will, and it'd make a great gift. It's a great pickup. So should you buy this? Yeah, I think you should. If you like gourmands, you like something sweet, this will be right up your alley. And the price tag is phenomenal. Who's it for? To me, this is another one that if you're old enough to pick up the bottle and spray it on, and you know what it is to the day that you step in the grave, this kind of works for everybody. You know, I am very impressed by this very inexpensive fragrance. This is a total little gem for me. Like I said, because I do really enjoy gourmand or a sweet fragrance. And then the other one that I found kind of interesting is Snow Lily and Vanilla. Now, the name to me would suggest that this would be sweet too, but it is not. It's really fresh. It is uplifting. It's kind of has a little sparkle to it. This I really enjoy. It is definitely office friendly. This is great for a work environment. This doesn't push off your skin like nuclear bomb. This kind of sits kind of close, but it smells really good. It's super fresh. You can put this on, nobody, and I mean nobody, will be offended by this. You know, I hate to say it has kind of a generic smell, but kind of falls into those. You know, it's a super safe body, super safe. And would I suggest going out and getting this one? Like I said, if you're starting your collection, absolutely, this fills a niche within your fragrance wardrobe. There's going to be times in the summertime where you are not going to know what to wear, or you're not going to want to wear something heavy. This is a super easy, no-brainer grab. You know, you can spray this on and go, and you're good. Yeah, it's just, it smells good. And I'm really glad that I spent the $15 for the bottle. Yeah, sure, I've got a bunch of other stuff that's right in the same vein as this, so I will use this. I don't know how much it'll get used, but it'll definitely be in the rotation. But for what it is and the price tag, it's phenomenal. Like I said, neither one of these two gave me a burst of alcohol when I first applied them, which in my opinion is kind of a sign of a fragrance that's got a little bit of quality to it, because I have stuff that I really like that is inexpensive, but man, you can't smell it within the first 10 seconds because it will burn out your nose hairs. Neither one of these two did that. So if you're like me and you're interested in them, you know, and if you used them, leave a comment below. Let me know what your experience has been. You know, and not only that, do me a favor, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You know, really need your support with the channel, so hit the subscribe button. You know, and then after that, help you get notified every time I make a new video by hitting the bell. It's going to be right over there too. You know, and leave a comment. I would really love to know what your guys' experience has been with the House of Old Navy, because it's kind of an oddball one, but I'm finding out that they've actually made some really good stuff. So with that being said, I hope you've enjoyed what I've had to say about these three fragrances. Forget, there is no bad time to smell good, and to me this stuff smells really good. So until the next video, I'll talk to you later. Thank you for watching. You both can't do this at once. Oh no, read it. One.